Oh, it's heavy. Oh no. I hope that it's just the packaging that's adding a lot of weight. Anyway, this is what I've ordered. Keyboard case from Who. Not even gonna try and pronounce that correctly. So taking a look at this, you can see I've gone for the white option. Amazon only has black and white. I would have grabbed the green to match my green iPad, but I don't want to go on AliExpress. English layout for the 11-inch iPad Pro / iPad Air 4th and 5th gen, which is what I'm working with. I have a 4th gen iPad Air. Now, big reveal time. We have included in the box a USB A to C charger, useless, instruction manual, potentially useful, I'm gonna ignore it for now. Ooh, to esteemed Who experienced explorer. Oh, this is really... Who brand is derived from the Who cry of the howler monkey, an animal with a loud cry on land. We hope that the products created by the Who brand can make a splash, and in an era of severe product homogenization, become an innovative leader in the industry. I'm 50-50 on whether this is just a weird translation or AI. I think it's just a weird translation because, you know, the signature of the Who brand founder, I think he wrote it. Kudos. We have a polishing cloth, which I'm actually surprised. I wasn't expecting this, but I will gladly take it and use it on everything. Actually, my monitor needs a wipe down, so we're gonna put that there. Save myself about $5. And then the main star of the show, what everyone's actually here for, the keyboard case. Oh, it's heavy. Oh no. Okay. Before I fully pull this out, for context, I am coming from this. This is Apple's Smart Keyboard Folio. And as you can see, it is very minimal, very lightweight, uses the smart connector. I like it. It's just a regular case in terms of thickness, except there's also a keyboard. This is substantially heavier. I don't mind the feel. I like the color. I wanted white since most of the Magic Keyboard clones come in black only. And I do really like the look of this keyboard. Yeah, I like the white a lot more than the black. It's just a me thing. You know, in terms of build and construction, it feels okay. I mean, you can flex it a little bit, but nothing too severe. This all feels sturdy. We have what I thought was gonna be plastic like the keys, but it's actually all covered in this rubberized texture, apart from the part that the iPad snaps onto. That's a decent microfiber, I would guess. But enough of just looking at it, because you can go on the website and do that. Let's test it out. I've been running it in this case that I got off Amazon for $10 whole. This back piece kept like flopping off, so I have put my own Velcro on. It's functional, but I really need a keyboard most of the time if I want to get any real work done. This is crazy to me. All right, let's go on a little tangent before I put the iPad in. 4 years ago, when I bought this iPad, this did not exist. There was only the Magic Keyboard, and every other alternative was a crappy piece of shit. Like, you couldn't get this floating design with the hinge and this like 2-stage mechanism. You know, the trackpads were all crap. Yeah, I'm amazed that we've come so far in just 4 years, and now knockoff brands. Sorry, Ho. I'm gonna stop saying the name before I embarrass myself any further. This is very nice. It feels decent, and for a quarter of what Apple is asking for their own Magic Keyboard. I'm impressed. Now, let's see. That just snaps on magnetically. I'm not sure what you can see in the reflection. Let me check. You can see me. Okay. Hello. This is a test of the keyboard. Very nice. It is essentially the same size as the official Apple one, and I guess for the official 11-inch Magic Keyboard, you can't really go any bigger than this, and going any smaller is pointless because then it would look stupid and it would be super uncomfortable to type on, like typing on an iPad mini keyboard size. I'm sorry, I don't understand those ones. Just give up if you're trying to turn the iPad mini into a laptop replacement. Anyway, let's turn it on. So there is a switch on the side that will turn it on. There we go. And then you get an indicator light. This one momentarily turned on. We have a fully backlit keyboard that will use the built-in keyboard's battery instead of the iPad's battery, because once again, there is no smart connection. I'm so used to that waking up the iPad, but it's not connected. Let's go on and head into our Bluetooth settings. Bluetooth, it just shows up as Hero Keyboard. So we'll tap that. And then in a second, yep, we'll pair it. And then that's just it, I guess. Yep, there we go. We have a trackpad. Gestures are alive. Oh, it is super sensitive, but that might be a me problem. I adjusted it when I still had my Logitech to be a bit faster. In terms of everything, we have Command Spacebar. Yep, that is amazing. We have an escape key. That is another thing. Apple only very recently on the latest iPad Pro keyboards added an escape key. Before they had this layout where there was no escape key. Yeah, you can see why. I needed to stop using this. But yeah, we have an escape key. We don't have a physical function row, but our number key row doubles as a function row. So if I press FN, let's say we want to adjust the brightness of the iPad, we can do that. We can do other things such as switch to multitasking. So many options, so many fun things you can do with a function row. Finally, thank God Apple got on that with their latest generation. I like it so far. I do really like it. I thought the weight was gonna be a problem, and it is very heavy, but you're gonna be sitting at a desk when you're using this realistically, and it definitely holds the angle. It leans far back enough. This is like max tilt. I'd probably use it like that. If you're sitting lower, you could sit it like that. You have infinite adjustment. You're not locked into two angles like with the Smart Folio, and you use one iPad's worth of space on your desk, which sounds stupid, but with options like the Logitech Combo Touch or any other case that uses a kickstand design, you are using one iPad's worth plus maybe another third to another half behind the iPad where that kickstand goes out. And especially in university, when you're sitting at a table and you have to share that table with a lot of people, having a device that takes up way more depth than width is annoying. Maybe I just need to get used to it, because the more I use it, the more I get used to it. It is very quick, very snappy. It'll do its thing if I want to click and drag. Perfect. If I want to click on a single word and be a little bit more careful. If I want you to actually see what I mean, I should do that. Command C, Command T, Command V, everything works. Globe arrows to switch between pages. Beautiful, all the standard stuff. In terms of what is not standard, we have a backlight, of course, you might have noticed, but we also have a multicolor backlight. Yep, there we go. So if you want to set it to any of these other ugly colors, that is your choice. Let's leave it on ugly green because I have a green iPad. The backlight will turn off on its own after a very short while, but it will come alive once you start typing. The iPad still holds pretty nicely. There's a bit of wobble when you're like tapping the screen, but it's nothing extreme, you know. The iPad's not gonna fall backward. I feel so stupid. I always see the videos of like people like, you like type the iPad and it's fine. I feel like, yeah, of course, but no, it's important. If the balance is wrong, it'll fall over. Why do I have 12 emails that I haven't read? Whatever. So we've established that the keyboard is fast and responsive on first impression. I can type just as fast as I did on this one and on my old Logitech, so that's a win. Absolute W's. The main concern I had was with the trackpad, because these are where the budget brands typically fall on their face, and I was very interested in this one because of the advertising of their trackpad. They're saying they've got a 5 precision tower design, and essentially what that means is it is a click anywhere trackpad. This is very important for me because I came from the Logitech Combo Touch and that had a click anywhere trackpad. I hate when you can only click on the bottom, even though I mostly use tap to click. When I do want to click on something, being able to use the top half of the trackpad is very important to me. This one feels smooth. I can indeed click it anywhere, and it is supposed to be an AG glass trackpad, whatever that means. Everything gesture-wise works well. It's responsive. Some of the reviews said it wasn't responsive. First impressions, again, first impressions, this might not hold up in the long run after a couple days of use, but first impressions are that it's very nice. I don't see any difference between this and the iPad's Magic Keyboard trackpad that I tried in the store. Mind you, this is the original Magic Keyboard, not the Fandangle new, you know, metal topped one that Apple sells. Anyway, I think that is all I have to talk about for today. Close this up. It'll fit the iPad Air and the iPad Pro. Every single one from 2018 until 2022. The 2024 one doesn't fit because it's a different size slightly, and more importantly, it uses different magnets, which is so fun. Thank you, Apple. Yeah, that's all I've got for today. I will check in some other time on how it goes.